Hey folks, it's Max Whitehead here, and we've got on the other side, Vaughn's here, Vaughan Winiata. Now, what we've been talking about, what we want to talk about today is our nuts and bolts, and that's our poor SMEs. Where are they today? How well are they going? And particularly Auckland SMEs, because, mate, I'm seeing a lot of people suffering right here, and we need to carry on with this because this is our constituency. These are the people that you and I are speaking for.
Yeah. Hey, Max, well said. I think if you look at the week with what that was, it was exactly 7 days ago, last Friday, that the government, announced additional support and funding packages for the small business community, which is great news. However, 7 days later, there's just this feeling of malaise and jaundice as if we're actually worse off and gone backwards. And I think the truth is that is true. For a non-essential small business in Auckland, it's frigging carnage. I mean, Max, I have two rants up my sleeve today. The first one's a biggie. The second one's short and sweet. But here's number one. There's certainly been a lot of vocality in Auckland for the small business community. There's been people standing up left, right, and centre. Some of it animated and spot on. Some of it no better than being slapped with a wet lettuce leaf. I thought Andrew Bailey was fantastic in the House yesterday. He really got fired up. It was an Andrew Bailey I hadn't seen before. So whatever he ate for breakfast yesterday, keep eating it, Andrew. As for the others, nothing memorable. Can't think of anything. This is a painful reminder yet again, the small business community has no recognised leadership and, no voice of authority where you can smell the blood, sweat and tears, which is exactly what's going on out there right now. And boy, oh boy, is that costing us big time right now. I know our Prime Minister has been called out to visit Auckland, and to see the carnage firsthand. But my advice to the Prime Minister is stay in Wellington. The last thing a struggling small business owner would want to see right now is a staged photograph shoot of people dressed in working style suits and Juliet Hogan coats telling us how they can feel the pain, because that's what it would look like. Wherever the Prime Minister goes, there's an entourage of mics and social media and, the whole team. We don't want crocodile tears from bureaucrats and officials who have never missed a paycheck all the way through this bloody pandemic. So to wrap up my first rant, Max, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to small business, and I can tell you what, I am sick of hearing the self-serving chin music. We are sick of the staged walks down deserted retail high streets, chatting with zombie businesses. That does nothing more than make us feel worse. It's not a solution. That is theatre. Over to you, Max.
I definitely agree. And look, and the other thing is that I'm very concerned about is Jacinda. You don't have to worry about it because she's off to Europe for a holiday. So she's probably exhausted, the poor old thing, and really needs a bit of a break from New Zealand. Oh, but no one's allowed over there. But she's going to go anyway because she is the Prime Minister. And she'll probably take an entourage with her own 747, her own bloody huge aeroplane, and shoot over there. With one of her ministers is over there right now having a bit of a jaunt in Glasgow, so she might pop in there. I think probably catch up some relations. Man, what is up with this Prime Minister? Because we're suffering back here, and she's not even in Auckland while our people are really, really and genuinely suffering. The other thing is, Prime Minister, look what happened to Christchurch. Great, they're not locked down. Fantastic. But they had 2 cases there. They're 90% vaccinated in Christchurch. That's great. Auckland's 93%. Prime Minister, why the hell are you making small businesses suffer in Auckland? They don't need to suffer. They can be like Christchurch. They can go back to work. And we're at the same amount of people got jabs. In fact, we're better off than them. Yeah. So why are you continuing with our lockdown? There's no bloody reason for it. And the people are suffering, I'd say 11 weeks gone by now, no income. These people must be near broke. A little bit of trickle from the... what did they just start recently, which the money hasn't even come through yet, for resurgent payments. There'll be another week or 2 weeks.
12th of November.
Yep, that's nearly 3 weeks of 3 months of no income. Who can survive that and pay rent and have to pay their wages, full wages to their staff? Because Jacinda says you've got to do that to be kind. It's self-sacrifice, Jacinda. You're killing them. You're killing the golden goose. You might look after your employees, but the golden goose is going down. We've had enough. Vaughan, we got to think of some other way. Us ranting on here is not doing it. Michael Barnett's ranting on there. Andrew Bailey's ranting on his channel and in Parliament, and we're not being heard. I tell you what, we need to take some pretty severe action.
Yeah, Max, that's dead right. And so, my second little rant, which I said would be very short and sweet, which is kind of sometimes an overpromise on my behalf. But, the people that are commenting on small business who, as far as I'm concerned, are nobodies in the small business world, these opportunists have been dining out on the small business community and never picking up the tab forever. So here is the deal. That is never going to change because the small business sector is actually allowing itself to be used as a pack mule by these people that ride it for political gamesmanship and personal profile. They protect their patches, they protect their fiefdoms. Those are the platforms from which they can fawn over the government of the day. Until we deal with that, you're dead right. We're preaching to the converted. So people listen to us and they go, yeah, we've heard Max and Vaughan going on about that forever. We are not pack mules for the career public servants who only have their own self-interest at heart, not the small business community self-interest at heart. And I think from that perspective, small business is the gearbox that allows the big wheels of the economy to turn. That gearbox is currently in neutral and the handbrake is on. The handbrake has to be released. It has to be re-engaged so the big wheels of our economic machine can turn again. This is not rocket science. We cannot do our bit if we can't engage and do transactions. There is no such thing as a business that does no transactions. That is not a business. And so what is happening right now is the collateral damage that is being forced. Auckland is just absolutely being smashed. We won't be able to recover if it goes too far. So you can throw productivity out the window. You can throw our economic recovery out the window. And so, the time is now, not the 29th of November, to sit on our seats and be grateful that we're going to get a Christmas. By then, how many more thousands of small businesses turn out the lights for the last time? Not good enough.
Yep, I go right along with that. It's only a few weeks to the 29th of November. And look, there's not even a promise then. But why don't we come out of lockdown right today? There's no reason for it right now. Look at Christchurch. Look at us. We should come out of lockdown now. Hey, Vaughan, thanks, buddy. Yeah. Let's catch up again in another day or so. Oh,
yeah, look, well, we're never going to give up the good fight, bro. So we'll be back and, it's rinse and repeat with this one, So a message to all those people out there that are not doing their job. We ain't going away. So, see you again.
No, cheers.
Yeah. Okay, Max, have a great afternoon. Cheers, bud. I really want that last word. Don't you do this to me. Don't you do